guys, and welcome to my channel. My name's Sam, and today we're going to do a review of the new brand that's at Target called Makeup Obsession. It is a UK brand from what I understand, and it is a sister company to Makeup Revolution and iHeart Revolution and all of those companies. Currently in the US it is Target exclusive, and I was able to pick some of these things up at the local Target near me, so they should be near you currently. I am wearing all of the products on my face, and I'm going to give you my thoughts about them. So to start, the first product, so they don't have foundation, but they do have concealer, powder, primer, setting spray, eyeshadows. They actually have quite a few eyeshadows, highlighters, liquid illuminators, and a few other products. Lip glosses. I am wearing a lip gloss. So I didn't pick up any of the primers, but there are currently 3 or 4. There's a color correct, a pore blurring, a blurring, I don't know what the difference between the two is, and then a mattifying, but I am already dry skin with texture, so I didn't, like, none of those really called out to me. Anyways, the primers I believe are $7.99 each. I did go ahead and pick up a concealer. The concealer I picked up is in shade 2, if you can see that. Here we go. So shade 2. If you're very fair, there is one lighter than this, and it's literally white. So this is the like fair to light shade. I like it. It is light to medium coverage. You can still see my under eyes. I have very deep set eyes with very dark, big circles under my eyes. Thank you, Dad. And so this covers them, but it could cover them better. It is very brightening though, so I do like it. I would say that it's more on the mattifying side. So it's not my favorite because it kind of just shows the texture, but it's not bad. I like it. The powder, however, so this is their powder. It's called Pure Bake. They have 3 shades: transparent, banana, and I don't remember, it's like topaz or something. It's a little bit darker. I don't know how I feel about the powder. It doesn't pass the flashback. It's an HD powder, so it's one of those finely milled, super like soft powders, so it feels really nice on the skin, but it has flashback. The other thing that I want to show you is there's no filter thing here. It just has a little plastic, oh please let me not make a mess when I take this out. Okay, there it goes. Okay, so it's got one of these, and you would think it would have a filter, but it's got none of those little dot things. And then you just have the loose powder. So I mean, it has pros and cons to that. One, some of the little like dots aren't big enough, so sometimes it doesn't like let enough powder through. I feel like it's very messy. I mean, it's all over my finger, and it kind of like poofs up through the air and stuff, so I'm not sure how I feel about it. Again, it does have flashback, so if you're taking photography, I would avoid this. I haven't tried the banana, but I heard the banana is better, so I do want to try the banana. Setting spray. There are 3 setting sprays. Oh, the powders I think are $4.99. I'm not positive. I will link everything below and their prices and everything in the description box. The setting spray I got was the Dewy Fix. Again, I am dry skinned and textured, so I went for the Dewy. They have Dewy, mattifying, and I know for sure one other one, but I don't remember what it is. And then they also have 2 like shimmer sprays for the face and body that have glitter. They have like a light one and a darker one. So I got the Dewy one. I do really like it. It has a very fine mist. Let me see if you can see it here. It's very concentrated into one area, but it is a very fine mist, and I do like it. It does kind of have like a weird kind of chemically smell, but nothing bad, and it doesn't stay. It fades really quickly, so I do like that. And these I know for sure are $7.99. I guess I could have brought my receipt, but didn't think about it. Okay, So, like the setting spray. Now they have quite a few eyeshadow palettes, and I am so sorry if you can hear that. That is my dog and my cat playing around, and I forgot to take her noisy collar off of her. So they have quite a few eyeshadow palettes. The one that I got is called the Be in Love With palette. The smaller palettes like this are $9.99, and then they have a couple of bigger ones that have twice as many shadows, and those ones are $14.99. But I went ahead and went with this one, just a soft, romantic colored palette, and I like it. It does blend very well. The pigment is good. It's not amazing or anything, but it is good, and it does blend well. Again, I do have that on my eyes today. I do really like it. It creates a nice little soft look. This one, this shade here, Starry Eyed, this is more of like a cross between a shimmer and like a pressed glitter, if you can see that. Anyways, but it is really nice, and I will insert swatches if I can figure out how. So I like the eyeshadows. The other things that they do have are highlights, which are some of their most popular products, especially this shade. But I picked up two. I picked up the Mega Lightning. It's got quite a bit of iridescence there. And then I picked up the Mega Honey. And that is, I would say this is for light to medium. I would say this is for light to fair. I would say if you're fair, go for this one. But if you're light, you can still pass with this one. And I believe these are $4.99, and I believe they have 5 shades. There is another one that's lighter and good for lighter, fair skin tones, but it is like a purple iridescence one. I think it's called the Mega Moon. And then they have like 2 or 3 other shades that they're just too dark for me, so I didn't pick those up. But I love these. I don't know if you can see. You definitely see it on my nose, for sure. You can see it on my nose. These are very pigmented, very soft, and it's funny because normally with a baked highlight you would think you'd have to like scrape the top layer off like you do with e.l.f. or whatever to get to the pigment, but no, this is just like pigmented right away, and I really like it. And then on top of those, they have a lot of face palettes. Now, I did pick up every face palette. All of the face palettes are $9.99 each. And to start, we have this one called Give Me Some Sun. This is their bronzer palette. Now, I do like this, and they are very pigmented, very pigmented. But I would say if you're fair, I wouldn't pick this up because they're so pigmented and they are pretty dark. I don't know, let me see if I can show you here. So they've got this one here, Buff, is more of like a contour shade. Raise is for sure a bronzer. It's a matte bronzer. And then the other two in here are Delta and Expose. And I would say Delta is a shimmery bronzer. Expose, I think it's supposed to be a shimmery bronzer, but it's a little more cool. So it's kind of a cross between a bronzer and a contour, if you can kind of see that. It's got warm and cool in there. It's kind of strange, but it's pretty. See, it's definitely cool toned. It's a little too dark for me. I had a little bit of a hard time blending it out. It is kind of harsher on fair tones. So if you're fair, I would pass. If you're medium, I would say that this is probably a good palette for you. They also have a blush palette called Isn't It Peachy? And here's the shades in that. Again, very pigmented. So go in with a lighter hand is what I would recommend. And I do think I like this. Again, it is very pigmented. I'm wearing Daydream, this one right here, on my cheeks today. I do actually really like this. I think you can honestly get away with this any skin tone, honestly. Fair, you can just I would stick to these two with a light hand. you know, to dark, I think could pull these off. Honestly, I think any skin tone would appreciate this palette, so I do really like this, and I do recommend. Now the other ones I have are like highlight or just face palettes. So this one has, I believe they're all supposed to be highlights. This is for very dark tones, this is for very fair. So here's this. This palette is called the Committed. I do really like this. Of course, I can't wear this one here in Fate, and Wholehearted would be more of a blush topper for me, but I could probably pull it off as a highlight. But I do really like this. I do really like it. And the other one, my cat is jumping on everything over here, sorry. The other one they have is the Dedicated. And this one, again, they're all supposed to be highlights, but some of them are more bronzy. This one, I would say if you are medium to deep, this is a good palette for you. The only ones, I mean, I don't, honestly, I think maybe this Homage I could use as a blush topper, maybe a highlight if I'm tan. But all the rest of these are just a little too dark for me. So I would say if you are medium to deep, you would love this. They are very soft. I do really like them. I really like them, but again, I can't really pull them off. I can use them as eyeshadows, but whoever really does that. So yeah, I do really appreciate this. Another thing to note about the eyeshadows is the eyeshadows are very crumbly. Let me see if I can. I can't really show you. You can kind of see it there. Let me see if I swatch it. I mean, you can kind of see it there. Not really. Okay. Well, so they are really crumbly. They do have fallout. It's not a massive amount of fallout. And I don't think that it's something like I would say don't pick it up because it's got so much of it. I honestly think it's not bad. So the last thing I have are the glosses. Glosses, I don't remember how much they are. I want to say $3.99. I don't remember. I picked up Resolute. I have no idea if you're gonna be able to see that. Anyways, so this is a lip gloss. Now, some of the shades are very pigmented. This one is not one of them. And I don't think, I don't know how I feel about it. It's a little bit streaky. I don't know how I feel about the color on me, but it's not bad. They're not sticky at all, so I would say that's a definite plus. All in all, I like them. I like them. And they do have quite a big shade range. I want to say they have like 10 to 12, maybe, different shades, ranging from like very nude to peach pink to red to burgundy, purple. Like, they have a very wide range. And again, some of them are like very pigmented. Some of them are just, you know, pigmented, but they're glosses. None of them, at least not this one, I don't know if any of them are, but not glittery, at least this one. The doe foot's very nice. I do like that. But I would recommend. Oh, I do want to show you the doe foot on the concealer. So the concealer, you get 0.44 fluid ounces. It's huge. Okay, like, here's the foundation that I used today, the L'Oreal Infallible in 420. Like, it's huge. This is a huge concealer. A lot of product. Now the doe foot on it, you guys. The doe foot. It's so huge. And it's such a strange shape. It really is. It's a strange doe foot. But I like it. Honestly, I do. Yeah, it's good. So kind of overall here. Concealer, yes, unless you're trying to really cover up like some dark stuff. I wouldn't spot conceal with this. But for under the eyes, for brightening, I would say yes. It does say that it's long wear concealer with caffeine, I don't know, it is vegan, it is cruelty free. Long wear concealer with caffeine. I don't know what the caffeine is supposed to do, but if it can help these under eyes, great. More power to ya. Setting spray is a yes for me, for sure. Powder, honestly, powder's a no for me, guys. I think it's just, you know, it's not good in photos. I don't enjoy it. Honestly, I don't. Lip gloss, yes, I would use it again. Eyeshadow, yeah, I like the eyeshadow. I do kind of want to try some of the other ones. Highlights, absolutely. Absolutely, guys. You need these. These are some amazing drugstore highlights, and I love them. Like, they're gonna be some of my new go-tos. I love them. And then the face palettes, yes. Again, just kind of buyer beware when it comes to your skin tone, honestly. Because, again, bronzer, medium tones are going to be best for this. Light, you can do it. Just be very light-handed. Blush palette, I would say, honestly, go for it. Whatever skin tone you are, honestly. And then, again, the face palettes. Dedicated is the darker one. And Committed is the lighter one. I think they're both amazing. I think they are buttery soft, very pigmented. You guys, like, I barely touched that. That's awesome, okay? So yeah, face palettes, I would say yes, do it. And they're $10, you guys, you can't go wrong. $10, really? I love them, okay? They're great. And I am so glad that the US started carrying these products. Honestly, I really am. Again, you can get them online on Target's website, or you can get them at your local Target, most likely. I know the one like actually in my city doesn't have it. I had to go to the next city over, but it's not far here. It's really not. So I like it. I think that is it, you guys. Again, I didn't pick up any of the primers or the liquid illuminators. Oh, they also have a brow pomade. I'm not into brow pomades though. I use a pencil. Just a regular old little pencil. Anything I'm wearing today, including, you know, what shades and everything I'm wearing from all of these, will be in the description. Again, I will try to link them so that you have the prices. And then anything else that I'm wearing today, I'll try to link below as well, if you're interested. Anyways, yeah, I think that is it. Very nervous, you know, posting my first video. It took a lot for me to get on here. But, and also I apologize because A, I have a cold and it sucks. B, I'm on my iPhone, you guys. It's kind of hard to figure out where I'm supposed to be looking. So I apologize if I'm looking at the finder and not directly at the camera. It probably happened a lot. I'll work on it. Anyways, yeah, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. If you have any ideas for future videos you would like to see, please leave them down below. I would love to know. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing week, and always remember, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.